Life's unexpected moments. What could go wrong? Who would put a barbecue grill in a place like this? After this, be careful where you put your things around your home, just in case you don't end up like this girl right here. This truck, named Regret Nothing, had everything to regret at the moment when this happened while the driver reversed. Sometimes some things can really turn out to be contradictory. For example, in this case, that's more than obvious. The next time you tease a group of girls, be careful not to run into a girl like this and let this happen to you. Even though we know helping someone in trouble is a great thing to do, these people that tried that obviously regretted it. Next time you want to help someone, please be careful not to find yourself in this type of situation. Nobody wants to suffer the violence of any kind, not even the snow. Who would have thought that this would happen to this kid? He is in real trouble now. Do not try to be rude to the snow ever again after watching this. The next time you want to present something to your superiors, make sure you check everything before so that you avoid something like this to happen to you, like it happened to this poor man. Things went wrong while a reporter tries to interview one lawyer. See what happens. You should not play with such people. That's a really dangerous thing to do.
Already said I will not be making any comment. Oh my God, that hurt. Oh.
Look at this guy, and never ever try to do this while taking a walk where the wind is so strong that it can literally steal your collar and throw it into the sea or ocean. Sometimes dancing can take you to the point of hurting someone around you. Next time you want to experiment and try something like this, please be careful with the people around you. Even though this reporter tried to surprise his girlfriend and propose to her on live TV, when he started the procedure with this girl who was at the broadcast office, she felt ashamed and crawled under her desk. The boy just wanted to skate, but look what happened. Total chaos. This girl lost control and started kicking the keys of her car to fit in, but look what happened next. This is a real example of what not to do next time when your car keys won't fit in your car door. No one wants to be kicked, not even these keys. What these people who are falling from this strong and mighty wave look like to you. This is such a funny view. Everything was going great for this man until he landed on a block of thin ice and kissed the iced floor. Would you ever try this thing so confidently like this poor guy? This will show you why throwing a billiard ball inside your house is not such a great idea. Someone wanted to take a great view with their drone, but they never thought this would happen. Going out with your tall friends and trying this is maybe not the best idea ever. This looks ridiculous, but also sad at the same time. We all know the saying, what goes around comes around, so next time you want to hurt someone, be careful, because it may come back to you as twice as bad as it happened to this girl who probably wanted to upset someone. What was the actual plan when they tried to release this wild bear in front of the crowd? The bear actually tried to attack this poor guy, but she withdrew because she probably knew the consequences. This is such a wrong idea, right? This can happen if you decide to tow the surfboard in your pool. This wasn't a great idea, we must admit. Who wants to hurt nature will pay the price of being rude. No wonder they say karma is really scary if you are a bad person. We do not say that these people are bad, but see what happened to them and decide for yourself. If you ever want to try and act like a ninja inside your room, exactly like this guy, think twice about that idea, because this might happen to you too. Two girls enjoying their slide down a water slide, never expecting that this would happen to them. They crashed into each other. These monkeys had really inappropriate behavior towards this girl who was obviously having a hard time reporting life. Ninja tried to convince them to try floss dance with him, but they looked really confused. This is one awkward situation. Never let your boy catch you red-handed, or you're about to experience this too.
I wake up, she's on Tinder, texting other guys, sending other guys kissy faces, telling them to add on her Snapchat.
You can see how the soccer player tumbled over the electronic and ended up in the crowd where the man decided to take a picture of him instead of helping him. Weird. Next time, choose your t-shirt wisely. He was so confident that he decided to try his spiky tires and do the trick on this thin ice. But we must admit that it was maybe one of the biggest mistakes he's ever done in his life. Some people will never grow up, and this guy is a real example of that. What's the purpose and aim of it all? No one knows for sure, but still. Even we can feel the pain this man experienced after she did this to him. This must hurt like hell. This man must have been into some really deep conversation that he didn't even notice the white van in front of him, and he literally hit his head onto it. It's obvious that this girl had fun up until the moment when she kissed this huge snowball. Sometimes you have to be really careful when it comes to skiing or sledding not to embarrass yourself, like this girl. If you want to try something like this, you must be really careful. This girl was covered in mud from head to toe when she tried to interview one of those motorcyclists who didn't pay attention at all. She was stunned by what had happened to her. Have you ever seen a more aggressive animal than this one? Just take a look at what it actually did to this woman. It must have been so hungry that it lost its patience. Every couple would love to appear on a kiss cam, except this guy. He didn't even want to kiss his girlfriend, and of course, she got mad. She, of course, punched him a couple of times with her bag. He deserved it. When you try to do something, but everything goes absolutely wrong. This reporter became famous when she said this thing on live TV.
I'm so pale.
You're on it.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
No one will have the same opinion about her from this moment on. We had all sometimes embarrassed ourselves in front of a huge crowd, but this singer did that in front of a huge audience while being recorded. Imagine how many times people replayed her video. That must have been hard to swallow, but at least she tried to save the situation and somehow put on her panties. So embarrassing. At the moment when the newest iPhone 6 came out, this young boy demonstrated to us how to never open its box. You almost broke the phone. Be careful if you are reporting Cristiano Ronaldo not to be rude or tell lies, because your equipment can be gone in a second. You should really watch out what you're going to ask this famous footballer. Bumping into a glass door. We can say it's a mistake, it can happen, but doing that twice? This girl should for sure check her eyesight immediately. This little guy really knew how to save his life when this huge bear appeared in front of him. He literally handled it better than any grown-up would do. Just look at this ninja kitty, who is ready to protect its owners in any given situation. It's amazing how skilled it actually is. When you want to mess around and cheat on your girlfriend, please avoid live broadcast as a place to take other girls out. This man actually forgot the risk and chance that his girlfriend can see him on screen. While this man was exposing his stamina and strength, he didn't have a clue that someone else is going to take the focus off him. The man behind him literally took away the spotlight out of him. You can see that in the following video. It is known that cats love to climb trees, but this cat wanted to go further and decided to climb and fly on this plane. That must have been a great experience for her, but just look how frightened she looked when they landed and wanted to take her off the roof of the plane. You can see how in this restaurant they try to promote their fabulous flaming dish. But the sprinklers didn't know that actually this fire is intentional, so look what happened. You can see a group of friends trying to make a cake and bread out of their friend. And there it comes, the homeless man, and look what happened next. He took what he needed and left. These girls are having the time of their life during their spring break, where a person comes unexpectedly, and not any person, but someone they did not expect at all. If your phone starts ringing while being at a metal or rock concert, it is not a big deal, of course, not at all. But at a classical, it is something else. We don't think what happened to this guy was expected. He literally stopped and tried to play the same sound, so he came up interesting at the end. We are watching part of a football match held in Argentina, where what happened is going to leave you speechless. Just look at this. The dog did something that shocked everyone, especially the players. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.